sing unto Yahweh, let all the earth call. Bless his name and show forth his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory amongst the...
Shalom, shalom, Israel. Got another video for y'all, based off another comment. This brother was talking about some Yahshua and Yahuwah is the same and some other type of stuff, but that isn't why I commented. I commented on somebody else's stuff. He said his name is not Yahuwah, it's Yahuwah if you're a high priest, and I told him that's false. He said Yah had a begotten son, his name is Yehoshua Yahshua. I said that's false, and 1 Kings 5:3 calls that a lie, and the Hebrew Le Dawid means for or to David, as it was written of him, right? Or it's associated with David. Does not mean that David wrote it. Okay? And if you go on to our, let me pull it up. Let me see. If you go to our page, our channel page, if you look in our comments, under our community, under our post, you will see all these things, and we go into depth, right? Right here, we go into depth. Psalms 110 and 1. Same thing that I'm about to say of them. Okay? Now, he responds with a bunch of gibberish and some other stuff, right? And then we, I told him, all you had to do was go look at the verse, 1 Kings 5:3. Instead, you showed your dumbness and stupidity by commenting before you read the verse. The evidence before you read the evidence. The Bible calls you a fool that hates knowledge. I said you don't know any Hebrew grammar, in which he does not. But this guy right here, he's been following me around this and that because I kicked his butt on a thread the other day, right? So, and he is a Jew for Jesus, right? So he says that I challenge you to rebut his points. If you and I had a public debate and the rebuttal section comes, you are supposed to rebut the content, which I did several times, and I'm going to show you that. Not try to continue your opening statement as a rebuttal. You don't rebut anything, and it's pretty clear that you would rather dance and skate around the facts. Everything I said stands tall as to where everything you said was addressed and moved down. Everyone can follow the thread, and they can, and we're going to show the thread now. Everyone can follow the thread and even our discussion here and see who's standing on business and who's just throwing stones, fussing, and cussing, right? Okay. So I said, yeah, hit that LOL emoji and run from them questions I asked. Coward ass, because that's all he does. This right here, right? And I'm going to show you the screenshots where I asked him a question. He even posted the thread. And I posted, I asked him, this was days earlier. He still didn't answer. So I told him, your coward ass ran, right? So I gave him a video of the professor going over Psalms 110 and the linguistics or whatever. And I told him, you really are retarded, huh? Your dumb ass showed a screenshot of me saying the name Yahuwah is false as evidence, because he said that I said that the name was Yahuwah, which is not. It's not linguistically possible. Which was my comment up under that, right? Along with 1 Kings 5:3. So, he responds, so-and-so said you had a begotten son, his name is Yehoshua Yahshua, to which you said that's false. Which it is. That's false. 1 Kings 5:3. I said, and so this is later on, because he's talking about paying big money and this and that. And I challenge you to refute my points. Anyone can follow the thread, etc. Right, so he says, once again, I debunked you on the linguistic point also 4 days ago and got no response. And so that's a lie. He says, last thing, I already answered this and told you how Yeshua and the Jews understood this passage to be written by David, about his Adon, which is not true. And then he gives the Jewish publication. So this is supposed to be as proof that he debunked me and all this other type of shit, right? He said linguistic point, right? Where the fuck is the linguistics part at? That's slide number 2. See how these people just be lying. This is why I get frustrated at me talking to people and call them stupid as fuck, because they do stupid shit like this right here. Also, you just fine skipping over my questions, huh? Unless it's a moderator that's gonna make you answer, then no debate. Cause all you doing is like you're doing now is hit the emoji button and ignore questions. He says, so you worried about throwing? I say, so you worried about throwing stones that are valid and cussing than answering my questions? Because he just lied and said linguistic proof, right? What do you see linguistic proof for anything? Nothing. Says none of them translate to 2 or 4. Who gives a fuck about what the English says? Go into the Hebrew and show us what it is. Now, I'm going to show you right here. Lamed, preposition, Hebrew. What? 2 or 4. And in my biblical Hebrew book right here, that Gary D. Pratico, Miles V. Van Pelt, it says the exact same thing, 2 or 4, right? It means associated with, does not mean that he is the autobiographer of that song. But Mr. Charles Campbell, dumbass here, doesn't know that. So, okay. Because the JPS says so. He says, I challenge you to rebut my points. If you and I had a public debate, etc. We already read that. Let's go back down here. So this is why. So I told him, I said, you debunked me? Question, how? When I asked, what does lay Dawid mean? Why did I ask that? Because Psalms 110 has lay Dawid. Let's pull it up right quick. Psalms 110 and 1 right there. See that? Let me go back. Where is it at? I didn't want that. What the fuck happened to my stuff? Let me pull it back up, man. Hold on. Let me pull it back up. Real quick. Alright, so as you can see right here, lay Dawid, Lamed, Dalet, Vav, Dalet, right? And you have the vowels right here. L-E, Le, E, Sherik. You have the A right here, the Da. And you have the Hyrik right here up under the Vav. And then you have the Dalet, Le, David. 2 for David, for the king, right? Le Melech, for the king, to the king. Le Melekah, for the queen, to the queen. Le Navim, for the prophets, to the prophets. So, again, what the hell is he talking about? Right? So he says that he's debunked it, which is BS. He didn't use any linguistics. He showed the JPS, and there's no 2 or 4. Who gives a fuck? Because you don't know Hebrew grammar, and you were probably just BS and using ChatGPT or something else like that. But again, so he says, what questions? I answered everything. That's a lie. Also, you are still dancing around the Hebrew challenge I presented for you and your teacher. My teacher looked at this shit and laughed. You are still sucking your thumb, running to and trying to hide behind, and now you want to challenge things to Psalms 110 and 1 Kings 5 and 3. Brother, you said all this shit up in there, right? And then he was talking about insults and cussing and this and that, throwing stones and shit, right? Fucking hypocrite. What does he say? Throwing stones, right? And what does he say? You're sucking your thumb, running and trying to hide, all this other type of shit, right? He's been throwing stones for days, and he followed me on this comment. This is funny. This is why I say these people have a victim fucking mentality. Okay? And the internet makes them feel safe. But he's going to get this work. And now you want to change that Psalm 110 and 1 of Kings. Did he not say up here that he beat me on Psalms 110? He debunked this and that and all this other type of shit? But now I'm changing this and that, which is false. Which I can kick his ass on Isaiah 53 because that's what started it all anyway on the other thread. Which I destroyed your position. You still haven't shown us what you're going to rebut points I gave you. Brother, I did all that. I respond back, laughing my ass off. You debunked me? How? When I asked what does lay Dawid mean? I even asked you on this thread as well. And you are a clown. In response to your screenshot for the 10th time, I'm going to ask you, because I asked you the same shit on the other thread. The original thread that you ran from, and then it was days later you follow me over here. What does the inseparable preposition lament mean? A, to, B, for, C, of, D, both A and C. It means to or for. The answer would be D, A and C. This is that grammar you're lying and saying you debunked. Now answer and quit lying and making shit up. Because I'm getting frustrated now. I get frustrated dealing with these lying POSs. I said, bro, you have been running. Even on this thread, I've asked you several times, lay dawi, what does the preposition mean? You refuse to answer because it proves you're a liar and also proves you ain't debunked jack. So answer and quit running. So then he responds to the video, right? I don't have 45 minutes to watch your teacher's video. However, it was not addressing me as you were trying to make it. I didn't make it out to be, you dumbass. I said he addresses somebody else in this fucking video about Psalms 110 and 1. Like, you are making straw man arguments. This is a sign of a narcissist, ladies. You stay away from people like this. And this is why I don't fellowship with a lot of brothers, because I'll end up fighting. Because I can't be around stupid people. Stupidity. He is displaying fucking stupidity. And then they get mad when you call out what you're observing. So I skipped forward and the professor said a final, hey, this and that. Yeah, what the fuck ever. Let it also be known that you are not addressing what I said about Psalms 110 in 1 Kings 5 and 3. It was a devastating blow. But then you just said up here, what is it at? Up here, now you want to change things about Psalms 110 and 1 Kings 5 and 3. Do you see how this motherfucker has a mental illness? That's why I told him he has a mental illness. So you're not addressing what I said about Psalms 110 and 1 Kings 5 and 3. It was a devastating blow, pride and arrogance. And you are simply ducking and dodging, saying I didn't answer your lament question when I told you at least 3 times what it means. No, you did not. You lied. And showed you major Jewish translations. Don't give a fuck about the translations, bro. I want to know from the goddamn grammar. That's why you learn the language yourself. That disagree with you. Who cares? The language doesn't disagree with me. Because I can go in and show you guys other places where the same lay Dawid verse is used, but it is translated as to enforce. Only in this spot where they say that is in the sense that David wrote it. No. Until I responded again to him. So you skipped over the part from where he was addressing someone else on Psalms 110 and 1. Genius. Fucking genius. So I copied and pasted all this and I said, this is not what I asked you. This has nothing to do with Psalms 110 and 1. Okay? And the lay Dawid. Right? This has nothing to do with Psalms 110 and 1 and lay Dawid. Then he goes on again about the video. Watch the first 5 minutes and was it talking about nothing, which I don't give a fuck. I didn't say anything about that. I told you to watch the first about that. Wasn't saying about nothing. Cry him a river and then go back to him with it, right? So I said the video is not even 45 minutes long and it was the beginning. Like I said, you conveniently skip past. Now you're going to lie and say I didn't rebut your lie when I have asked you the same question for days. To you that you're running from. Screenshot below, idiot. Again, I even highlighted this shit because I've been asking this motherfucker for days, man. He hasn't answered. He shows me the JP fucking S, man. The JPS says that that doesn't have it to. I don't give a fuck. I asked for you to look at the Hebrew. Fuck the JPS. Okay, excuse my language, y'all. So I go cry me a river and run back to him with it. I say continue to lie. Like I said, get that moderator and get your ass kicked and get your ass kicked and get your ass kicked on a platform that that's gonna make you answer questions, right? So then here comes this guy right here, Allegazar bin Ephraim, right? Okay. So I wasn't even gonna post all this right here and let them make it, but okay, since you want to come in here, so now I'm gonna post this right here, and you're gonna notice they're gonna shut the fuck up because they have no response to this. So I tell him, hey, I respond to what he says. Hey, meatball, goof troop looking motherfucker. Maybe you can help him ass out. This is my final response and checkmate to you both. Notice he's not setting up a moderator for a debate. Now again, shut the fuck up and read below and prove it wrong. Psalms 110 in the Paleo, Psalms 110 in the Ashuri, right? Then I go and say idioms in the verse. Yahweh said to my Lord, right? That's an idiom. This idiom signals a royal decree, divine authorization. Sit at my right hand, a major Hebrew idiom. Take the position of my highest honor and delegated authority. In the Near Ancient East, the right hand symbolized power, protection, co-rule, because David was a co-ruler with Solomon, vice regency, favor with the king. It does not mean a literal chair. It means share my authority. But see, these stupid fucks up here, they think that everything is literal. Which is on the one days before on Isaiah 53, when he was saying Isaiah didn't fulfill this and that, and he was posting Isaiah 52, etc., etc. I told him, I said, motherfucker, those are idioms. You do know what an idiom is, right? Metaphor, it's not literal. And that's when he took tail and ran on that post. And so now follow me onto this post and I'm responding, right? So, and it says, until I make your enemies my footstool. This is an idiom as well. It means total defeat and subjugation of enemies. In the ancient world, conquered enemies were sometimes depicted as footstools in art. But the Hebrew idiom means I will cause your enemies to be completely under your rule. Did that not happen with David? Did not Solomon say the same thing in 1 Kings 5 and 3? Until the Most High made your enemies under your ruler or your footstool? It's an idiom, people. This is why you need to learn the language and the grammar. So it's not literally stepping on people, a metaphor for victory and domination, right? So the full idiomatic paraphrase, Yahweh declares, my Lord, take the position of highest authority besides me until I bring your enemies fully under your control. How is this parallel to 1 Kings 5 and 3? The idiomatic overlap. Psalms 110 and 1 idiom and 1 Kings 5 and 3 idiom. Sit at my right hand. I will set your son upon your throne. Position of power, honor, authority, divine legitimation of royal authority. Rule until enemies are subdued, established of dynastic rule. Solomon's reign. Both verses reflect God's sovereign granting royal authority. Expresses this authority figuratively. Psalms 110 expresses it figuratively, idiomatically, sit at my right hand, while 1 Kings 5 and 3 expresses it narratively, right? Narratively. Both confirm God's rule in legitimizing the kingship in Israel. Now, let's go to Psalms 18 and 39. For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle, thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me. Right? So the idioms in Psalms 18 and 39 that are parallel to Psalms 110 and 1. Girded me with strength. Literal, to gird or belt oneself up to prepare for actions or battle. Idiomatic, that's the literal. The idiomatic, to be girded with strength, means God equipped or empowered me with courage and might for the fight or battle. In Hebrew, in Near Eastern culture, girding the loins or waist is an idiom for preparing for strenuous activity or war. 2. Subdued under me. Literal is cut off or cut down enemies under my feet. The idiomatic means complete victory of subjugation of enemies. Did David not do that? Okay then. The phrase under me denotes dominion or control, often expressed as enemies being underfoot, a common biblical idiom for defeat. And you see that all throughout the Chronicles. First Chronicles, all throughout the book of Joshua as well, when they were subduing different clans and different tribes. So you see, Yahweh is telling King David that he would subdue his enemies round about him. And that is what Psalms 110 and 1 is about. But we're not done. We have a part 2. Meatball head goof troop as boy. Both you boys are liars. Now either one of you debate or both of you shut the fuck up. Part 2. Right? Le Adonai. Right? Le Adonai. Le Adonai is almost always used for a human lord or superior, especially kings, masters, or noblemen. It's not a divine name. Le Adonai, if they want to say something divine, if it was talking about a divine being in Psalms 110, it would have said Adonai. And it would have had the patak up under the noon, instead of the patak up under the lamed. La Adonai, and it would just said Adonai. And that is the difference. That's why you need to learn the Hebrew grammar. And I'm going to show you this here in a second. The kamats, not the top, the kamats. The kamats under the lamed marks the preposition to. Le David, La David. The possessive, my Lord. Right? So the lamed, the patak under the lamed marks it to. It makes it possessive to, so it makes it my Lord. Right? So this is really one of the priests, Asaph. And I'm going to show you after this. This is further proof Psalms 110 is about David, King David. Also, all the Yiktah verbs show that this is a narrative. This is a story. And David could not be the speaker. That's number one. Number two, no king refers to himself as my Lord, but his subjects do. Okay? Now I said go read 1 Chronicles 25 and 1. And here is 1 Chronicles 25 and 1. In the Paleo and in the Ashuri script, right? And in the English. It says, David and the chiefs of the service also set apart for the service some of the sons of Asaph, of Heman, and of Jeduthun, who should prophesy with harps, lyres, and cymbals. And I told him, these are called psalms. You notice it's been how many days? 2 days. No comment, no response back. No comment, no response back. But this stupid fuck here argues with me and thinks just because he is a cloud engineer, which I'm in IT too, that he's smarter than everybody. Because you see, he's a cloud architect and all that kind of shit, building shit on the cloud. But he thinks that he's smarter than everybody. And he was arrogant. Oh, I hope you do make a video so you can show your followers how I kicked your ass. No, I'm going to show my followers how, 1, you lied, 2, you got your ass kicked, and 3, how you always fucking disappear when you have no fucking rebuttal. Okay? Now I done made a 25 minute fucking video about your stupid ass and the bullshit that you posted. Right? And you tucked tail and fucking ran. This is why I am the way that I am towards you lying fucking people, man. And y'all be like, well, fellowship with this and fellowship. Why? Because you can show a person that they're wrong. You can go into the grammar and show them that they're wrong, and they're going to lie. And they're not going to give a damn. Their belief is their belief. And they really don't think that they are blaspheming the Most High, that they're idol worshipers or anything of the sort. They really in their mind believe that they're right and you're wrong. Even when you show them the grammar and show them the things like this right here. 2 fucking days and still not a goddamn response, right? Not a response, 2 days. All that shit, remember? What did he say? Cry me a river. All the arrogance talk. I kicked your butt. I spanked your butt. All this and that type of shit, right? Still sucking your thumb, running to and trying to hide behind. And now you want to change things to Psalm 110 when he was asking me and said that I didn't fucking... You know what I'm saying? I'm not addressing what he said about Psalms 110 and 5 and 3. This is what I'm saying. This is what you show of mental illness. Now, he has a suit on and he knows a little bit of Hebrew and Hebrew grammar, but he's just this fucking honest. No integrity. And this is why I tell you people, learn the language. Because just because somebody knows the language or knows this and that or say that they do, doesn't mean that they do. Does not mean that they do. You gotta test them and try them. This is why I tell you, learn the language. Quit following dumb people. Quit following people that really want to rule over you and look down beneath you. Okay? Now, I hope this was able to edify you and to show you and to prove. Oh, wait. Well, before we go, let me show this right here. La Adonai in Psalms 110 and 1, right? La Adonai, right? La Adonai Mizmor. Mizmor Nim Yudewahe. Right? Now, let's go to Psalms 110 and verse 5. Adonai. Do you see the Le Adonai? No, it's Adonai. 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 See the comets right here up under the noon? 110 and 1. Lay. No, hold on. This is lay that weed. I'm sorry. Let's lay that weed. But you have right here, lay Adonai. Right here, lay Adonai. See it? See the A class vowel? Lay Adonai. The I class vowel right here. The I class vowel. Right? I class vowel with the yod. Hyric yod right here. Hyric yod. Psalms 110 and 1. Lay Adonai. Hyric yod. Damn it. Psalms 110 and 5. You have Patak yod. Right? Patak yod. Adonai. Adonai. Right? Patak yod there. Under the noon. And you have Hyric yod under this noon. Patak under the lamed. And this is the things that I was showing this stupid fuck. These two stupid fuck, Charles Campbell and Ale Gazar Ben Afaram, with his all A class vowels, which is erroneous and false. Right? And this is where I go in part 2, what I was showing right here, where I said almost always used for a human lord or superior, especially kings, masters, or noblemen. It cannot be a divine figure or a divine angel or anything like that, because the grammar does not show it. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. It is what it is. All right, so stop saying this stuff, man, and learn the language, man. Give it somebody who knows the language, and get somebody who's going to have integrity and be honest and not lie to you. All right, until the next video, shalom and lehitoro to my Hebrew speakers.
Sing unto Yahweh a new song. Sing unto Yahweh, let all the earth call. Bless his name and show forth his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory amongst the heathens and wonder amongst the people. Every morning and evening I give him praise. The false gods are vain by the Most High. The skies was made, nothing new under the sun. Yeah, these times don't change. I guide my steps, directed, devise my ways. Honor and majesty my Yah retain. Beauty is in the sanctuary amongst the saints. Give Yah glory and strength. Search far and wide across the 7 seas for a sign, but never seen a God alive like Yah, my Elohim.